Hi you guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a unboxing and walkthrough of the Transient Light Tarot by Ari Wisner. And then if you want to stick around, I'm also going to be doing a deck interview. I'm your host, Rhiannon. So let's dig into it. I actually picked this deck up in the fall of last year, and then I unboxed it and I realized that I never did film a video of it. And I thought, because Hay House does such great sales, this is probably a walkthrough that people are going to want to see if this is a deck they want to pick up the next time Hay House does a walkthrough. I don't really know much else about the deck. Maybe it was a Kickstarter and then it went mass market. I'm not really sure. Just says, rediscover your own wisdom. Inspired by the beauty of transience, this powerful tarot invites you to embrace the spirit of growth and celebrate our limitless collective connection. By tuning into the magic of the cards, you'll discover your own wisdom and opportunities for healing, reflection, and authenticity. So even though I've already taken it out of the box, I have not walked through the deck. I can just tell it's a really neutral theme, so I kind of chose a neutral organic cotton cloth here. So yeah, let's dig in. I'm going to do more of kind of a silent flip through here real quick, and then we'll get to the deck interview, okay? So I'm already noticing a theme. It's very gender neutral. So not just neutral in its color palette, but also gender neutral, which is really awesome for people who want to just be people. They don't want to be labeled or seen as a binary. It'll be interesting when we get to the court cards. I'm pretty sure it's going to keep that gender neutrality throughout. So it looks like it's also more of a cryptic. Princess of Wands, Champion of Wands, Keeper, and Crown. So yep, very neutral. Okay, it looks like there are some bonus cards. We've got the past, the present, and the future cards. So yeah, very minimalist. I definitely see it being very minimalist. Okay, so now we're going to put it all together and we're going to do an interview of it if you want to stay tuned for that. Okay, so if you stuck around, we are going to be doing a deck interview of the Transient Light Tarot. I truly think that it's one of the best ways to connect to a deck. And also, if you're going to be having a large collection, it's nice to know like what each deck is really going to be good at. What is the deck's preferences, if any? I will say this deck is super slippery. I will insert a picture of the spread, but this is called the Enchanted Deck Interview Spread. I just literally Googled tarot deck interview. I've done other ones, but I have not done this one before. It has 7 questions. Number 1, show yourself. Number 2, what is your mission in the world? 3, what is your most deeply held dream? 4, how can we work best together? 5, what do you need from me? 6, how do you inspire hope? And 7, what is your magic? Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. Please show yourself to me. Please show yourself to me. So this deck actually had 3 bonus cards, a past, present, and a future. So to me, this right off the bat says a couple of things. It will reveal itself to me as time goes on. I'm going to need to work with this deck more in order to get to know it fully. But also because I am a, I am a fortune teller. A lot of people don't use tarot to predict things, but I do. So to me, this is also kind of saying, hey, I'm good at prediction-based readings. Okay, so that's kind of nice to know. I was just getting ready to ask number 2, what is your mission in the world? And we got the 7 of coins. Okay. So 7 of coins is helping people decide, maybe what their values should be, or what identifying where you're putting your energy. Is that going to pay off? Are you going to receive an equal or greater payoff from the efforts that you're putting in? Helping people identify where are the best places for them to put their energy. Because 7 of coins is kind of like, okay, I'm putting all this work in. Am I going to get anything back? Is it worth it? Is this worth the value? So, and you could also, for me, I could even make that even a little bit more simplified by just saying, the mission in the world is to help people with finances, career, all things pentacle based. Okay. And I do think this deck is quite simple. So I think it makes sense that it's going to just be more about the practical matters, which are very much earth type realm of things. Okay. Number 3, what is your most deeply held dream as a deck? The death card reverse, or sorry, the devil card reverse, okay, is number 3. So the devil reverse is all about helping, for me, the reverse, if a card is kind of more in its negative energy in the upright than in the reverse, it's a little bit better, and vice versa. So the devil reverse is literally like, just look at the scissors, cutting this string, helping people to identify what things they are attached to that are out of balance, and things that could be cut loose. Those, we always use this terminology in the spiritual world, that no longer serves you. So, this deck really wants to help free people from the things that are holding them hostage, which with the devil, it's always, we want to point that finger at an external source, but really we're the ones that are in charge of that. So it's going to help people identify those things. Number 4, how can we best work together as a team? How can we best work together as a team? I kind of modified that question because here it just says, how can we work together? I added some fluff. Okay. The Defender in reverse, which is the 4th card is the Emperor. So we've got the Emperor in reverse. How can we best work together is maybe I need to, we need an equal balance. There's not one of us that's more in control or more powerful or more, you know, it's more about balancing the power dynamic is how I would view that card as far as how we can work together. What does this deck need from me? What does this deck need from me? Got 2 cards. 4 of Wands and the Wheel in reverse. So for me, first of all, I would look at this more as like nothing. It doesn't really need anything out of me. Just being willing to what? 4 of Wands is about celebration. The Wheel, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of, I'm not, this is the first deck interview I've done where I'm like, oh, I don't know if this deck's going to like me or not. I kind of feel like this deck is maybe not going to want to be my friend. And again, maybe I just need to spend more time with it. But what does it need from me? To leave it alone? Maybe. Number 6, how do you inspire hope as a deck? The Justice card. So it's very fair and balanced. The 6 card goes here. It wants balance and it wants to be very fair and very, you know, like, again, back to being just practical. It's not a lot of fluff. Like, it's not here to make you feel good about yourself, which it clearly didn't do here. This is not a deck that's like, oh, how are you today? I want to tell you nice things and boost your ego. It actually thinks that all of us are kind of maybe too full of ourselves. It's very much like, very practical. Okay. Very, very, very Saturnian, which I'm a Capricorn. And even for me, I'm like, oh, you're not very nice. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 was actually supposed to go here. 5, 6, and then we'll do 7. What is your magic? Oh. Keeper of Vessels. Is this a bonus card too? The Keeper of Vessels. Apprentice of Swords, which would be the Knight or the Page, I think, of Swords reverse. And the 3 of Pentacles upright. So its magic is being able to compromise. Again, it's very much telling us it wants to work in the Pentacle realm. So whether you look at that as financial, career, practical, the things of the physical earth. It's a very practical deck. Let's look up this Keeper of Vessels because I feel like that might be a bonus. Oh, Vessels are hearts. So Keeper of Vessels is maybe the Queen. The Queen of Vessels. The Keeper of Vessels would be the Queen, yeah. Nope. Yeah, so the Apprentice is the Knight. So we've got the Knight of Swords reversed. What would be the Queen, or in this case, called the Keeper of Vessels. The Keeper of Vessels is experienced in matters of the heart. They perpetually let love and compassion flow with skill, caring for others with insight and well-placed words. Check in with your heart. Is it receiving, holding, and releasing love effectively in your encounters with others? Nurture your own heart to be a strong gatekeeper and giver so that you can nurture others in turn. So again, I think I might have already mentioned this in the walkthrough. The deck is very neutral. It's very, there's no gender themes here. So if you're just really looking for a deck, and for me, that might be really good because again, I tend to look at the court cards so much as people. And so if I ever want a deck where I'm not wanting to have that influence of people, but looking at these as more archetypal, I feel like this deck would be good. So even though, yes, it's mostly a practical, you know, pentacle based deck, it is telling us it's going to still be loving and nurturing with this Keeper of Vessels. It's willing to, you know, compromise. It wants to work together with me. I sometimes look at this, because I am a hotline psychic, as like, yes, this deck is okay being used as a work deck. Not all of my decks want to be used as a workhorse. Some of them, first of all, I want to keep just for my own personal readings. But some of these decks are like, no, I'm not here to like answer these like type of questions. But this one to me is kind of saying yes. Page of Swords reversed, or Apprentice of Swords reverse. It's maybe, again, a little bit blunt. It's not there to like, it's going to be nurturing, but sometimes what we need to hear and what's for our highest good is a message that might not feel warm and fuzzy, or it might not feel like it was very nice. It's more honest than it is worried about being nice. Okay. So that's our spread. That was a quick and dirty deck interview. What do you guys think about the deck? Do you have it? Do you think you'll pick it up on the next Hay House sale? And give me a thumbs up, please, and subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.